Okay, bravery. Today I'm playing Predator Aliens vs Predator 2 again. And last time, after rising upward or downward, I can't remember, in this big elevator shaft, in the core of the pod that we're in,
No one, huh?
we came across a ginger guard. Oh, he's actually wearing a ginger cap, I think, rather than having a ginger hairstyle. I didn't know he'd actually go away like that though after seeing me. Things are just getting curiouser and curiouser, aren't they, baby dolls? That scientist over there doesn't seem to care that I'm here either, standing in the elevator, looking out at him, does he? As we wondered that flashing up there is thunder outside, or if it's just a malfunctioning light or something at the top of the pod. Trying to make out what that is on his wall in that office over there. Anyway, I'll just stand over here out of view so that he doesn't suddenly look across and see me, even though the chances of that are pretty remote. And we'll look at our debriefing, eh, baby dolls? Weyland Yutani debriefing. The incident, baby. Appendix G. Major McCain's lot, baby. 10 minutes ago, Dr. Reisenberg's teams made limited contact with the missing team, baby. They are alive but isolated, baby. Eisenberg's team is drawing plans for their evacuation now. I've put my soldiers at his disposal, baby. Still, I am uneasy, baby. Our communications are limited to our own radio channels, baby. The pod communications are isolated and encrypted to deter industrial espionage, says Eisenberg, baby. Apparently they had problems with sabotage as well, as if I don't have enough to worry about already, baby. Yes, these are most trying times after all. Is anyone down there again? No, I'm quite fascinated by that guard in the ginger cap, leaving the catwalk and calmly walking into that door away from us. Like maybe he just conveniently forgot about us. Okay then, let's get out of here, eh? See what we can do. What havoc we can get up to now that we're getting higher up, even though I would have thought we'd be wanting to get lower down, would you? You know, to try and find our fellow soldiers, since we started low down in this place after all. And now into more dark, scary, menacing corridors we go. Can I open this again? No. Well, that's not good. I'm sealed in here now, is it? Okay, so what do we do here? Great, more grating above that xenomorphs or alien nasties could potentially lurk over, looking down on me, biding their time until they're prepared to strike at me. And now we're getting the music again too, isn't that just great? Looks like we've got a canteen through this doorway. Makes me wonder why the eye is on its side, though, the letter I in that icon. And through here, I'm guessing the letter G might stand for guard stations or something now that I think about it. No idea what this symbol will mean, though. Can't make out what it'd be or anything. Just a letter O with a cut in it. That's the first I've seen of this symbol, as far as I can remember. Okay then, so I'll watch the monitor, see what might be beyond this door, eh? Can't seem to move the cameras. Because this camera angle doesn't really tell us much, does it? Like, are any guards or scientists or whatever going to move into view and have a conversation or something? I'll look several times just to make sure nothing funny or unusual happens or anything like that, I think. By the way, I like the grainy effect of the camera screen, by the way. Okay, this will be my last time looking so we can see whether or not anything funny happens or not, baby dolls. Guess not, nothing of intrigue here. So bye, camera screen. Time to get out of here then. Through this door we go. Anyone here? It would seem not. I'll shut this behind me then, so I'll hear if anyone tries to ambush me. Central elevator. Yeah, I figured that we were at the core when we were last there. And now we've got a map. Great. I just want to see the symbols above this door again. Yeah, that's the ladder symbol, which I guess indicates this kind of a room with a hatch ladder in it, leading us from one floor to another, baby dolls. This door actually works for us, the one we came out of, isn't it? Pretty sure it is anyway. Yes. So we have another map on the wall. And we're on deck 22 and we're here. So I'm guessing E stands for elevator. C for core. That middle section, like I said last time. Although I'm not seeing that symbol that I saw before on that other door. That letter I turned on its side. And I'm not seeing that canteen looking symbol either, even though it showed up on that door. On top of that door that I was at before. I just want to look again at these symbols. Yeah, there's the eye on its side, and there was one over here. That letter O with a cut in it, and I didn't see that on this map either. I don't like that lack lack of continuation. I don't like that kind of continuity error, baby dolls. Or enough of such minor griping, eh? Let's get on with our mission here. To escape the pods. And get back to our fellow soldiers, eh? And to do that, we need to go. Can't get up this ladder. Seems like there's a hatch here that's inopenable. Or unopenable, whatever the word is, baby dolls. So we've got to go down, haven't we? Nope, I won't be ambushed. Let's get to it. Hiya!
Check the crew quarters.
What?
There's an emergency panel at the end of the hall. Override it and you can gain access.
I hear footsteps. Oh, I did hear them anyway. Because of that, I didn't pay any attention to what our comrade said. Crew quarters, eh? So now we're on floor deck 21, are we? So I'm guessing all these letter I's on their side will be crew quarters then. If this is the floor dedicated to crew quarters. You'll have to forgive me for looking at these maps, baby dolls. It's just that I find maps kind of fascinating. And I find the layout of these forward observation pods fascinating in general, to be honest. The way they're suspended in midair above the canyons on this planet, and the way we go from floor to floor in our mission to try and escape, and how we started on low floors and now we're in the really high floors after being subdued and imprisoned by the mercenary Dunya, and now presumably trying to get lower and lower down to find our fellow soldiers who are presumably in accommodations lower down in this place, since we started on floor 2, presumably close to where they are, and now we're on deck 21. And from the looks of these pods, when you see them externally, they look to be suspended easily about 25 floors high off the ground as well. So when you think about how they're possibly another 25 feet high from bottom to top of the actual structures, it speaks volumes of how high they are, pretty much, doesn't it? Anyway, enough yapping from me. Let's see what we can do in here. See what's in these cupboards, for instance, these shelves. Nothing in this one anyway. Hoping I'll start finding some of my equipment that I lost after being incapacitated. But no such luck here. I do think we'll start finding stuff soon though. Aside from just our torch to cut through grating that's otherwise locked to the world and whatnot. We can't open this or get through this. Crew quarters south wing, eh? Okay then, so it'd appear like this door's the only way we can go to the crew quarters east wing. So this doesn't indicate that we're facing north, does it? Maybe. Although, yeah, it does, because this doorway says south, and we've got a pathway leading this way, southways, from where we are. Like directly straight on from where we are, whereas this door's more towards the side of where we are, isn't it? So if this way's south, then this way will be east. Yes, I'm glad that I'm now finally starting to make sense of the map. And now we're actually seeing that cut open O symbol on this map, aren't we? I'll be intrigued if I can find out what that symbol means. So I think this is the floor where we do actually come to a canteen as well. Okay then, let's get a move on, and I'm glad I'm not seeing any indentations in the ceiling anymore, indicative of xenomorphs trying to pound their way through the ceilings in order to terrorize the world, pretty much. Time for me to head on then, press on. I can see camera feed through this door. Can I through any of these other ones? Will we see any soldiers on patrol maybe after after hearing those footsteps earlier? Because so far we're not seeing anything of particular intrigue, baby dolls. I'll look a few times more, as is standard operating procedure for me, baby dolls. Or SOP, as it's colloquially known in this day and age, Sonny Jim. I have to say, doors like that do make me feel a bit anxious and trepidatious though. They look like where I'd imagined the doors to laboratories making cyborgs out of people to look. Although maybe I'm just a bit too paranoid in my old age, Sonny Jim. Okay then, let's get out of here. Anyone here? Yeah, so remember we get fighting here. There's a guard over there. Is he actually looking at me over there? It seemed they aren't. Oh well, I don't like to shoot them, but they've been trying to kill me. Oh, surely that was an insta-kill. Come on, how are they not headshots? Oh, that was kind of a funny death scream. Yeah, but I'm somewhat miffed that all those clear headshots to that second man didn't count. Or for that matter, how that first headshot on that Soldier with his back towards me didn't kill him immediately either. Will this shut this door, I wonder? Yes, it makes sense with these wire-looking patterns in the wall leading to this door, doesn't it? I'll just check this corridor some more before I look at the camera. Empty. Empty too. Now that my health is down, I'm keeping the flamethrower out. Not gonna take the guards lightly anymore now. Don't think I'll be able to get up here, so I'm not gonna break the grating. So what to do now and where to go? I'll watch this camera. Yeah, that was the room where we were, so presumably we're not going to see anything out of the ordinary happening there, are we? Unless, of course, G-Man from Half-Life decides to start invading different games and starts making cameo appearances in the cameras, maybe. I was just talking away, trying to justify looking at the camera feed 3 times to make sure nothing out of the ordinary happens where it isn't, so throat's acting up a bit, don't know why, it just seems to be totally random, without any real rhyme or reason to it, baby dolls. Life can be strange, can't it? As we saw, that's a canteen there last time, so it makes sense that we have this label above this door. Don't get symbols above these doors, though. Well, yes, it has seemed these are the crew quarters, and so far they're all seeming to be locked. So what to do now, I wonder, and where to go for that matter. Just checking the floor for lore on the floor. I'll see if we can actually get in any of these doors without our grating there. Low down on the wall. I'm wondering if that could be one of those places where I was crawling through earlier and that man was shooting at me from a room and I only just barely managed to dispatch him, although that room had boots in front of the grating, didn't it? So it's probably not this one. I do get the feeling we'll get back to that actual room though as time progresses. Seems like this one's gonna be locked. But we don't have our hacking device yet, I'm guessing they'll need to be... I'll eventually at some point need to hack this in order to unlock these crew quarters doors. But now... if that was the only way we can go and all, I'll head off into the canteen and hope more guards haven't respawned without I'm getting rather low on health and how their bodies have vanished. In fact, I'll shut this door behind me just in case. Anyone here? I found it interesting to read not long ago that apparently the interior of this of these forward observation pods are based on the ship from the first Alien film. The interior of that ship. This is where we started, isn't it? So now it's time to check this room out. Are these drawers that can be opened? Guess not. But yes, it does look very futuristic and space age in here, doesn't it? So presumably this is where people would sit to eat their food. What are these? Here are the TV screens attached to this thing, or communications computers, or what? Does seem like this lights up the table though, intriguingly and curiously enough. Does look pretty luxurious, doesn't it? Yeah, this was where it came from, wasn't it? Must be my OCD throwing off my sense of direction. Such things happen in this day and age, baby dolls. So we've got notes here on the walls. I remember this well, trying to walk into these sofa things, and it's just constantly pushing me back with this shaky kind of effect here. Thought I saw a figure over there, a guard, but it was just those food stations or whatever, wasn't it? Weyland Yutani Corporation, pray. Jason's received the latest horror flick at Gateway, pray. We'll be viewing it here next Thursday at 2100 hours for anyone who's interested, baby. Don't worry, it's not as bad as last week's, baby. Gateway. I've heard that place before, earlier in the game, when we were in those dark, scary ruins of outposts before we got to these pods. Can I possibly read these, I wonder? Just gotta click them in the right place, it'll appear. Weyland Yutani Corporation, pray. Date December the 12th, 22:30, pray. Seems like this is a woman. If anyone's seen my cat, Mischief, wandering the hallways, please let me know, baby. I know that we are all very tense these days, but she means a lot to me, baby. She's been missing for 2 days now, baby. I'm just going insane, baby. I'd better not find her in one of those animal cages, or there'll be all kinds of trouble to pay, baby. Jack, baby. Seems like someone's mad. Okay, what does this say? Weyland Yutani Corporation, pray. Date December the 26th, 22:30, baby. The food's labelled. Wait a minute. The food's labelled for a reason, baby. If it doesn't have your name on it, don't eat it, baby. Or I'll start slipping in some delicacies from deck 14 if you keep it up, baby. Edwards, baby. Seems like he's either in a position of authority here or just mad and just something of a bully, eh? Throwing his authority around or trying to do so. So this will take us out to the core. Well, I don't necessarily want to go out there yet because with how it's in the middle of these pods and how it's all exposed and whatnot, I could be seen and shot at, and given that I've got low health, that's not really a prospect I particularly relish now, for the time being, baby dolls. Screens on the wall, too, curiously enough. Looks like this is maybe where people got served their food. Wonder if I can find something to get my health up. No, just a note. But let's not panic, maybe it'll tell me where I can get food, or health for that matter. Weyland Yutani Corporation. What? They must have heard me. What are you laughing at? Well, I'm gonna have to search that corridor now, aren't I? Bit suspenseful that we can be disturbed while we're reading, isn't it? Okay, I'll just... Where did his head go? Maybe the same place his body did, presumably. Okay, then I'll just search this corridor. Make sure there's no more threats. Ah. So without his boots there by the grating, maybe that's the room that we saw in our last part, where I was crawling through the vents and I was getting shot at by a man in crew quarters while there was a scientist presumably cowering next to him after I'd shot the man with the gun shooting at me. Ah, looks like ammo in there. That'll be a good place to get to then, won't it? Yes, floor seems clear, but with my imagination I thought that shape over there with what looks like a head with that orange middle section to it, I thought it looked like a Borg drone standing sideways in an alcove regenerating on the wall. Not a particularly pleasing sight for Weyland Yutani Corporation, baby, before I was so rudely interrupted. Thursday, baby. Dear cook, thanks for nada, baby. 8 straight days of cheese on bread, would you dare to call pizza, baby? Funny guy, baby. Hope to meet you in the hall soon and tell you what I think of you firsthand, baby. Well, now sounds like that was a future confrontation in the making, doesn't it? And none of these drawers open, do they? Or these for that matter. Well, what could be in this behind this shutter, I wonder? Whole lot of nothing, that's what. No food, no health, nothing. Okay then, let's check out the rest of this room. Could this be a wardrobe? I think I remember an opening hatch like this eventually being a wardrobe at some point. Like this one, for instance. Oh yes, health, just what I needed. Suppose we might as well leave it open. It's not like this is a game about spying and subterfuge, pretty much, is it? Now, what to do? These look similar to those coffee making machines that I saw in one of the more run-down outposts earlier in the game when I was scared of the prospect of xenomorph ambushes, don't they? But just like a small section of a coffee machine as opposed to larger ones like the ones I saw earlier in the game of this similar chestnut brown colour, pretty much. Are these giant mounted CDs on the walls or something? Or just maybe speakers or something from when they used to play music while cooking in here, possibly. Anyway, can't seem to find anything of intrigue here in this cooking section. And none of these can be opened, no. Guess it's time to get out of here then. This was the way it came from. So I'll see if I can get in any of those doors now, even though I doubt I will be able to. I'll see if anything's changed or there's been any activity from guards or whatever in the time I've been away killing guards. Not gonna try this door yet, because maybe I'll be able to get into it from over here, but actually, yeah, maybe I will. No harm checking now, after all. I remember this too. We get ambushed here, I do so believe. Maybe I can sneak up on guards, though, if there's actually guards here. Changing rooms. I think I remember this being where we find our hacking device again also. But yeah, I did find it scary when I used to play it, getting to this part when the ambush happens. Oh, yes, see. Okay, let's see if we can nullify him with one quick headshot, eh? For clean precision's sake. Yes. Not the quietest pistol, but it'll do for quick and semi-stealthy kills. Sorry. Didn't like that, did you? Okay, are we done with the fighting now? Don't like this dark room. Not gonna go in there just yet. Thought I heard doors opening. Okay, I'll check the dark room first just to make sure nothing questionable is in here. Looks like it was a shower. But the question is then, what was that clanking sound I heard? You know, when I came in, when I first approached this room. I should wonder if this was maybe a kind of sauna then, doesn't it, with the benches here? Or maybe people would just sit on this bench drying themselves with towels or something, eh? Time to get out of here too. Strange how the door's still closed even though people came running in here to fight me, isn't it? But stranger things have happened, baby dolls, in this day and age. Let's check the toilets now, what do you say? Well, we don't open them because we're a thoughtful young man. Instead, we just knock on them, but also try to jump up and see what's going on in them. Or we can jump over them. Wonder if we can jump over them without duck jumping over them. No, I can't. So duck jumping is actually a thing in this game. I'm impressed. Hope I don't end up getting trapped in one of these toilets though if I just keep duck jumping in them. Can't interact with the toilets at all, but then again, maybe we aren't supposed to actually get into these cubicles if duck jumping isn't a thing in this game. Although if it wasn't a thing in this game, then I wouldn't have been able to get in here, would I? So you could say I'm kind of confounded, baby dolls, by that turn of events. Okay, then let's see what's in this one. A lot of nothing again. Can't interact with the toilet roll holders either. Can't open it from inside either, can we? No. We've got a high jump, haven't we? If we can duck jump over a toilet door, over a toilet stall door. Oh, lots of nothing here as well. Just think someone could be crawling through this air vent above me and I'd be none the wiser. Unless I heard the bumping if they're moving along on their elbows and knees, pretty much. Last one. Nothing here either. Okay, then let's get out of here. So now that we've checked the surrounding areas, more or less, we can check the actual locker room itself, can't we? and find our hacking device, which I'm sure we will. Or maybe we need to use the hacking device to open one of the lockers. Or maybe we need to use the torch to cut the lock off one of the lockers. Can't quite remember how it goes just yet, but what better way to refresh our memories than to get started with it, eh? Can we wash our hands? No. You'd think by now I'd be needing to wash blood off them after all, wouldn't you? Can't break the window either. Anything in the sinks, like notes or whatever? Seems not. Or if we can, wonder if we can break open the bin. Seems a bit hard though, doesn't it? You never know where you might find supplies though, and beggars can't be choosy, can they? Oh, that sound, then that scratching sound gave me a shock. Though it sounded vaguely xenomorph-like. But I've heard it before when I've slashed at events. So now it's time to check the lockers. Nothing. Can't open this one, but I can hack it. Haven't got a hacking device yet though. Can hack this one later. These must be sophisticated locks for lockers if you need to hack them with a computer hacking device rather than just torching through them, mustn't they? I wonder if my hacking device is in an unlocked locker then. It looks like we have Hulk Hogan's wrestling boots here. To be hoped if we find Hulk Hogan here, he'll be on our side, isn't it? And not Weyland Yutani's side. Otherwise, he'll be a big man to fry with this flamethrower. And he might charge at me and set me on fire while he's on fire. That wouldn't be a very good turn of events, would it? More boots. Look a different colour from Hulk Hogan's ones in the other locker though. Are these shotgun shells? No. Armor-piercing pistol bullets. I'm guessing the good stuff will be in the locked lockers. Although we do get some lore here. Wow, this is a long one. And it's from a woman, so this will kill my voice pretty much, but here we go. Weyland Yutani Corporation, pray. September the 3rd, 2230, pray. I've been here 3 weeks, baby. Inside the pods, I feel like I'm on a research vessel in orbit around Earth, baby. Nice and safe, baby. Yeah, well, just remember, in space, no one can hear you scream, baby doll. That was the tagline of the first Alien film, by the way, and it just shows how in many ways space is one of the least safe places you can be. Sharp has been kind since I arrived, baby. Something's bothered me, though, baby. I thought this place was strictly medical, but I wonder, baby. I'm guessing this woman must have been a blonde woman then. Not to know anything about all the xenomorph experimentation and predator experimentation and implantation of chest bursters in all manner of biological creatures, but I digress, baby dolls. I've met a physicist, Adam Post, baby. He said he was studying the relics of the Zeta site, which I first took to mean the pile of ruins that run everywhere beneath the surface, baby. Well now, that's intriguing food for thought, isn't it? He corrected me, though. It's a younger species, he said, baby. Certainly not indigenous with powerful energy technologies, he added. That the tech was much more powerful than what he'd been building for the old WD, baby. Then he blushed and shut up, baby. I'm sure he meant weapons division, baby. I think he wanted to impress me and then realized I wasn't supposed to know, baby. Still, he was very cute, so maybe I'll forgive his warlike tendencies, baby. Yes, let that be a lesson to you all, and something I've come to believe in recent times, folks, that if you're good-looking or wealthy, women will overlook pretty much any other faults you have. Whereas if you're not good-looking, then if you're not good-looking or rich, then they'll be constantly searching for things to incriminate you and things that will allow themselves to tell themselves that you aren't a good person after all and that you're just pretending to be to make a good impression on them. Anything to kick the ugly man to the curb, isn't it, Sonny Jim? Okay, then, I do believe we've thoroughly checked this room, haven't we? More or less. No one hides anything from me, you see, baby dolls. And I'm still a poet, and I know it, as you can so rightly tell, Sonny Jim. I'm even checking on top of these, hanging fluorescent lighting fixtures here, but no, there's nothing there either. Nothing balanced upon them. So I think this is the way we came. Was there a door opening sound? No. Okay, then I think this is the way we came, wasn't it? Not sure, though. I'll check the other side and see. Yeah, I think this is the side we came from. Still don't have our hacking device, so we can't open these places, these crew quarters. What's that I heard? Like a kind of whooshing sound. Could have been a door opening or just dramatic music. This one doesn't open. And I think this is where we came from, wasn't it, at the start? Yes, clearly so. Okay, then I'll head to the other corridor now. Because we don't want to head into the core yet. Well, no, I'll save it. I'll leave it until I've investigated this corridor more thoroughly. Looks like this might open. No, it's locked. No more on the floor, is there? Nothing hiding in the ceiling grates, wanting to leap down and kill me. So I'm guessing this is another way into the changing rooms, the locker rooms, whatever you want to call them, Sonny Jim. And there are all these crew quarters locked too. Presumably this will be how I unlock these crew quarters when I get my hacking device. Yeah, so this is the other way into the changing rooms. So now I guess we'll be heading back to the canteen to see what other places we can get to from here. I'll just shut ourselves, or just shut us in. So this leads to that other corridor, doesn't it? Yes. And so the only avenue we haven't explored now is core access. So I'll be prepared for some combat here just in case, with how it's more open, with how it'll presumably be open and all to visibility from people in the nearby vicinity pretty much, meaning that could be fired on, exposed and subjected to more combat. Was that the elevator I was on? If so, then I wonder where that guard with the ginger cap has gotten to. Maybe this is the door he went into. Although I thought he went this way. Or maybe he came out again while it was in those corridors and went into this one. Seems like that scientist isn't up in that office anymore though. Yeah, this is a fascinating, sprawling, very large place, isn't it? Just shows how big these pods are, and this is just one of 4 of them. And no, we don't have to go in all 4, by the way. Or it'd just be... I mean, when you think about it, the others would probably just be similar to this one, really, wouldn't they? Long way down, isn't it? Sure wouldn't want to fall. Okay, then let's check in here. See if we'll soon find our hacking device. What was that hissing? Maybe it was just a door kind of locking into place behind me. In we go. Great, even more corridors to explore and risk being confronted in. Hopefully there won't be aliens around though. After all, maybe those other floors with the aliens on are what's that word? Quarantined, yeah. I'll check the sideways corridors first. This place really is quite big, isn't it?
There's an elevator in the room on the right. You're gonna need an ID badge to use it.
Okay then, I'll see if I can go about finding identity then. Come on out. So that was the one. Don't think it's very funny burning to death, but whatever helps you pass along in a harmonious and graceful manner, Sonny Jim. Looks like he had ginger hair as well as the ginger cap he was wearing. So he came from this way, maybe. And we came from that way. Okay, let's start from this locked door. And now where to go, I wonder. What's this place? An unmarked door. Has a canteen symbol over it though. Would these people really need so many canteens though that they'd have like 2 on the 1 floor? Because I don't think there's any more ways to get into that one that we was in.
Looks like it's trying to get out of the pod. It's heading toward the main lift.
What about the bug?
They think it's near the artificial hive.
Why haven't they purged the specimens?
Hell if I know.
They know where I am. Well, yeah, that doesn't sound like a nice place, does it? Ovomorph Implantation Lab. Makes me think that was the kind of place they were intending to get me into. Wanting to implant a chest burster into me. Sure, looking forward to getting my torch back as well. Was there other monitor working over here, I wonder? Come to think of it, maybe I could use this monitor to see what's going on beyond this door. Wow, we know there'll be at least 2 guards in there. We thought they were having a conversation. Seems like he's wearing a visor, this one as well. Wonder if he'll do anything funny, Easter egg worthy. Like maybe start itching his armpits or something. Or if that's just Half-Life-esque humour that won't manifest itself in this particular game. He has a bit of a familiar looking face also. Looks like my cousin, I think. If he's ginger, he'll look even more like my cousin. Just like that ginger guard we killed, the one with the ginger cap, apparently. The only one of his kind, I think. But still, those same symbols up on top of this door. And we can get back upstairs here. Could get lost in this place really easy, couldn't you? But yeah, without there's another place to go to from this room, I'm going to check this other room first instead, the one with the guards in it talking. Hi. Oh, there's more. Sure comes in. There's something about these guards laughing when they get incinerated that never really gets old. I know I could be a bit of a sadist in that regard, but It's impossible not to notice, really, is it? Seems like the other bodies have gone, and now so is his. So I'll head this. I'll check this room, I think, first, because of how. I wonder where those other guards came from, though. Seems like they came out of nowhere since these other doors are shut. So yes, shut ourselves in here and then investigate this room and this twisty-turny elevator type thing. Although no, not yet, because I've got a feeling we might not be able to get back here if we take that twisty-turny elevator type thing. So instead, let's go this way first. I'm really becoming quite a killing machine with these guards, aren't I, with my flamethrower here? Let's check the symbols above the doors. Same old, it'd appear. Are these drawers? No, it'd appear not. Locked door. And crew quarters south wing, intriguingly enough. And another map. Can't remember where we were when we first got to this floor, but if I had to guess, I'd say maybe this one or this one. Getting a bit confusing. Still deck 21 though. None of the security monitors are working either. And this doesn't work, this hatch. So let's see what's up on this part of the upper floor, eh? Hopefully not an ambush. Oh yeah, it's an ambush. Take this. Ambusher. And that. Yeah, this really is useful, this flamethrower, for dealing with human enemies and xenomorphs as well, from what I can remember. That takes care of this double-headed man then, doesn't it? We'll call him Two-Headed Timmy. Although now there's just one of them, isn't there? Why did his body suddenly get all gory, I wonder, as he was vanishing? Can't get up any further though, can we? No. So where can we go from here, I wonder? It seems like we've got more monitors to watch attached to the doorways as well. So by all means, let us watch it. Again, it just seems like there's a whole lot of nothing going on here. Just watch it a few times though, just to make sure there's no activity happening. No. So what to do now, I wonder? And where to go? Oh, there's only this door unlocked. Presumably where the guards came from. So let's go. Oh, guess I'll shut this behind me. Make myself more inconspicuous as I travel. What? More soldiers. Oh, wasn't expecting them right there behind me. Hope they're not just gonna respawn as I leave the room. Every time I leave this room. Yeah, for that, I'm going to chop your body up with the door, Sonny Jim.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God.
Yeah, there's someone in here, someone scared sounding. No wonder hearing his fellow human beings being incinerated with my flamethrower. Are these drawers? No. And there's no law on the floor. Okay then, I guess now it's time to check the room with the scared man in it. I think we get ambushed in here as well, so I'd best be ready. Calm down. So yes, this is the room we saw when I first arrived on this floor in the elevator. And this, I think, is our hacking device. Yes. Maybe we'll get ambushed now that we've picked her up, I wonder. After all, we've got music all of a sudden. We're up into the window, there it is. Anyone outside? No. Just wondering what that music and those whooshing sounds were. Well, yeah, seems like this is the office that we saw this scientist in as he was standing here while we were in there looking out, pondering our next move. Seems like medical equipment that we can't collect. Let's read the law on the floor. Date October the 2nd, 2230, bray. To Dr. Martin Sharp, bray. From Dr. Reisenberg, bray. Your friend, Dr. Clements, wrote to me today, bray. She understands Rykov's importance and his cost, bray. A policeman makes a fine bodyguard, unless you plan to rob a bank. And good bodyguards must be paid in one currency or another, bray. Control your team, or I will, bray. Well now, Dr. Heisenberg sounds like he has considerable power for a scientist, doesn't he? Seems like not a kind of man people would necessarily be wanting to tangle with in this workplace. Another monitor, another text document to read here. Date. So I wonder if this was before or after the other one. 2nd of October, same date I think. Yeah. Date. October the 2nd, 22:30, bray. To Dr. Martin Sharp, bray. From Dr. Bethany Clements, bray. Another woman voice, great, I wonder how much more my voice can take. Dear Martin, baby, I had to write to you immediately, baby. I think something is very wrong, baby. My friend Adam Post was accused of misplacing, possibly stealing artifacts from his lab, baby. I know he couldn't have been because he was with me at the time, baby. But his ID card shows him authorizing their removal, baby. He thinks that Rykov must be involved, baby. I'm starting to feel like we can't trust any of our fellow workers or personnel here, baby. I feel uncomfortable going to Dr. Eisenberg about this, baby. And rightfully you should be, baby. But I'm sure he'd want to know, baby. I think this is a serious security breach, baby. Can you help, baby? Something tells me she was coming pretty close to disappearing. If she hasn't disappeared already, that is. Can we destroy this chair, by the way? And make that scientist there even more scared of us? No, it would seem we can't. Anything under this desk? Guess not. And are these openable? These straw-like things, it would appear not. Don't think we've got anything in these cryostasis tubes either. Wonder if they can be broken, these cryostasis tubes. Although they do sound kind of bulletproof, don't they? Yeah, well, bother trying to break the other one down. And no law on the floor, is there? I guess not. See you later then. Hope you manage to make it to a toilet before you defecate yourself. Really interesting and a nice design how these murky windows kind of provide a grimy view of the core chamber out this window, isn't it? Fine, let's go. I'll leave this open since that man is clearly harmless and I don't have to worry about him or anyone else coming out after me. Just want to see if we can see the ceiling, but no, I can't. Time for us to leave then, bye. Locked, isn't it, this one? Yes. Why did I just hear another door? someone coming, I wonder, trying to ambush me again. Potentially guards could come through that locked door, couldn't they? So I'd best shut this door behind me just in case. Central elevator. Maybe that's the way I need to go, so so before then, I'll head back downstairs and into those other locked places now that we've got a hacking device. Did I go into that xenomorph laboratory type place that seems scary? Scary sounding. Oh, I think that's above where the predator was stored, wasn't it? I'm not sure though. Because we did fall into that lab from above, didn't we? So surely the xenomorph laboratory won't lead back there. Okay, then I'll head back this way. See if we can... Oh! Take that for shocking me. It's a shame, I know. Yes, this is the place, but before then I want to get into those other unlocked places. Those other locked places with our hacking device. This place is pretty much crawling with security, isn't it? And I'm running out of napalm also, unfortunately. Just wait for them to finish burning, and now... Yeah, so that's where the scientist is that was scared of us, where we got our hacking device from. Any more? Yes, there is. Is he gonna come after me, or do I have to shoot him from here? Like so. With our skillful shooting, baby dolls. Looks like I get to save flamethrower ammo. Still got a little bit of our health here also. But now it's all gone, sadly. To be able to find another source sooner or later at some point, isn't it? So what was locked around here that I can remember? There was the lockers in the changing room. And also the locked crew quarters. This floor is this level is seeming quite huge, isn't it? But for now, you know something, first I'll check the lockers. The locked lockers. Aptly named, aren't they, pretty much? So let's get our hacking device out and see what goodies we find, eh? Nothing. Oh, napalm, and just when I was getting low on it too. Glad to have more of it. Was that a whooshing sound I heard? Guess not. Makes sense that the good stuff would be behind the locked doors. Ah, and extra health too, just when I was starting to run low again. Really nice indeed, nice and satisfying to discover. Shotgun shells, I think. Yes. Maybe we'll get a shotgun soon then. That'll be fun. Nothing in this locked one. Let's see what's behind the other locked doors then. Not many here left. A shotgun. Maybe it was behind this locked door and getting close to it allowed me to get it. Even though it was locked. Another note. January the 1st, 2231, baby. That's this year. The year of this game's story that we're in. Like the year that we're playing now, you know what I mean, baby dolls? New Year's Day, baby. Okay, so this is from Donya's lover, who I believe is Dimitri, the one who died, which is why she exhibited so much hostility to us, presumably. So yes, let's read. Hungover, baby. Shouldn't have admitted I've got doubts today, baby. She's touchy, baby. Come on, baby. Marriage is big, right, baby? I should be scared, baby. I'm making a big promise, I say, baby. From her face, you'd think I said I wanted to have an affair or hire a hooker or something, baby. Just nervous, baby. I'll write her another note, baby. She loves notes, baby. So, this was Dimitri's locker and possibly the one that had the shotgun in it. Makes sense that the women would be attracted to the men with the big guns, doesn't it? Is this napalm? No, just pistol bullets, but better than nothing all the same. Now to check on those locked crew quarters. But I'll check the other corridor first, I think. Well, I think this was the first one we came across and all. And I like to do things in order, baby dolls. So now they're locked, but if we do this, they should unlock, I think. And they have. Isn't that a joy, Sonny Jim? Hey, these are nice. I wonder if they watch TV on these or just saw security footage from outside. Now that I'm in here, I'm a bit nervous about the possibility of a security guard face suddenly appearing at the window and giving me a shock as they prepare to invade the room and try and kill me. Well, let's let's read what's on this computer. I'll face the door just to make sure, but block the window so I can't be shocked. Dear Alice, baby. In reply to your question, you know the rules. You may be my sister, But I'm sticking to public info, boy. Safer that way, boy. Rykov used to be United States Colonial Marines Corps. A general, boy. Discharged after an incident on Karori, Jungle Planet, boy. Oh, that sure sounds unpleasant and scary. Messy affair, very badly injured, sole survivor, boy. Told crazy stories about invisible killers, boy. Well, they sound an awful lot like predators or Yarucha, however you say it, don't they? Lucky to get a medical discharge, boy. Yeah, I think I'd want to retire cozily after such an ordeal too, boy. Story is confused, boy. United States Colonial Marines docs say Rykov broke his spine, suffered paralysis, but later when he pops up in mercenary circles, his back seems fine, boy. As a mercenary, his record is great, but violent, boy. And that's a cause for concern, isn't it, boy? He's pretty free with looting too, boy. Likes jobs where he won't be supervised and can walk away with a bonus, boy. Sounds like someone who needs to be watched from over his shoulder also, boy. That last part is rumoured, oh boy. Quit that job and come home, boy. I mean it, boy. Now, boy. With love, your brother Nate, boy. To be honest, I think Alice should have done what he said, to be honest. As this place has nothing but trouble written all over it, pretty much, doesn't it? Just unbreakable, it'd seem. Can we go into bed? Or do anything destructive to the bed? Guess not. Can these drawers above the bed be opened? No. Or can the mirror be broken? Guess not. Or can any of these be opened? No. Oh, how about this grating down here? Similar to the ones I encountered when I was crawling through the vents, eavesdropping on security guards and scientists in their quarters. I am curious if I can destroy these monitors too. Yes. It's a shame, but I wanted to check. Okay then, let's get out of here now. Only like 3 more crew quarters to check after all. Let's shut ourselves in. These can't be open, can they? No. And we know them with mirrors can't be broken either. They are quite cozy, these crew quarters, aren't they? Like the kind of place I'd want to sleep and live in if I was working at a space outpost on a planet away from home. On an inhospitable planet. Nothing under the bed. This is presumably the ID card that's
Take that elevator down to the implantation lab.
Yes, sir. But first, must be watching us constantly, our spy friend. And I wonder what this says. Priority Weyland Yutani email, bray. Date November the 24th, 22:30, bray. To Dr. Stephen Fowler, bray. Wonder if he's any relation to Pauline and Arthur Fowler, bray. From like if he's some kind of a great grandson or something. He's come a long way from serving fruit and vegetable stores outside pubs, hasn't he? From Dr. Adrian Elliott, bray. On with our doctor voice now. Your last note has me very worried, bray. You're not describing the same man that I knew, bray. Eisenberg wasn't calm or methodical. He was arrogant and cocky, took big risks with his father to back him up, bray. Wow, this is getting kind of sinister all of a sudden, isn't it, bray. Other things, he was wimpy, got winded walking stairs. I get winded walking stairs too. I don't consider myself wimpy, bray. From your stories, he's been on serious vitamin regimens or something similar, bray. Of course, people change when they go through things like Expedition 1, but that doesn't mean you should work with them, bray. Just my free advice, Steve, bray. Expedition 1, I wonder. That sounded like a particularly fateful event, didn't it? I dare say we'll find out more about that in the future. Or at least you, baby doll viewers, will. Since I already have a good idea about it. Okay, then guess it's time to leave this room and head on out. Anyone waiting to ambush me? No? I think this is where we came from at the start of the mission, isn't it? Yes. So now, let's check out the other corridor of crew quarters. Anyone respawned in here wanting to shock and ambush? Yes. Let's see if we can shotgun them. Oh yes, didn't do what I thought it would though. It's had quite a dramatic effect. How did he hit me there? Well, it's not quite as not quite the effect I was hoping for in battle against these men, but good enough, I'll say. But for the time being, I'm going to head back to those locker rooms and refill my health. There we go. Let's say back to the flamethrower for the time being, unless we can counter anyone close up anyway, really close up. No. I guess we'll unlock these doors, With our trusty hacking device, which I'm so glad to have back. Local area security override, So what do we have in here? Ammo. I wonder if this will be Dimitri's room then. Just armor-piercing bullets though for our pistol. And Weyland Yutani crates here, but first let's read the console. Yes, a love letter from Dimitri, presumably the one he was planning to write in his locker. Dearest Dunya, boy, my buttercup, my little muffins, sweetest of sweets. I missed you last night on patrol, boy. At night, it is so hot, it is so hot, it is so hot, it is so hard to be without my angel, boy. The thought of you arouses me, boy. I shiver for you, yearn for you, my other half. My endeared one, and soon my wife. Remember me when I am away, and think of what we'll have when I return, boy. Love, Dimitri, boy. Such a romantic, isn't he? That big masculine Russian mercenary. In a way, it's a shame he died for dearest Donya, isn't it? No wonder she was so fixated with the idea of killing me, thinking I was personally responsible for Dimitri's untimely demise. Women are always looking for someone to blame, I suppose, aren't they? Okay, then nothing else of interest in here, apparently. Let's get out of here then. Check the last crew quarters. So I wonder if this is the one that I killed that guard when I was in the vent out there without his boots here in front of the vent. Looks like this is a flat screen security monitor. When you think about it though, the others have probably been flat screens, haven't they? And it hasn't really dawned on me properly. With how I can be a tad slow, baby dolls. These can't be opened or checked, and these little lockers can't either, or these ones for that matter. Okay then, let's read the monitor entry. Date, November the 28th, 22:30, boy. I tried to contact my brother at Odobina station again last night, boy. No luck, boy. No luck, boy. I'm not buying this bit about the weather scrambling or communications, boy. Something's wrong at the Primary Operations Complex, or POC, as is colloquially known to the residents here, boy. They're just not telling us about what the stuff that's going down there yet, boy, and it makes my blood boil, boy. To think this man was getting all angry and anxious about his brother in the crew quarters next door to Loverboy Dimitri, hey? Can I break this open, maybe? Probably wouldn't really want to get back to that event where I was though last time, would I? Just think of all the progress I'd have to make to get back here again, all the travelling I'd have to do to get back here again. For all you folks would love to watch me playing over 2 hours, wouldn't you, in one video? Well, we're not quite at 2 hours yet, but we're getting there anyway. Time to go now. Now that we've checked all the crew quarters. So that just means now we need to head off to that ovomorph lab, I think they call it, doesn't it? Anyone else spawned in here wanted to shock me? After I checked those crew quarters? Guess not. So I think the way to the ovomorph lab is this way, through the core access. I bet the scared scientist up there won't like me coming back to this wing of the floor, right? I just saw a guard there. So let's see if we can snipe him with our pistol, eh? Guess not. Aye. Oh, that was kind of funny, wasn't it? Aye. I think that takes care of a situation here. That shotgun fire seems to really tear through their body armor, doesn't it? It made his face go kind of discombobulated to a degree as well. So now, where do we go? Just need to find that ovomorph lab door. That's it. Is this one still locked, Jess? I think we might get ambushed again. Now that we're here, so let's check the camera footage. See what's going on out here. At the rate we're going, it's seeming like this might be my longest video ever, isn't it? But then again, this is a very long section, isn't it? Pretty much, and I'm making it even longer still with my slow OCD way of playing. Anyone gonna come the third time around? Look at the guns on the floor from the soldiers, from the guards have killed as well. Guns are pretty much everywhere on the floor right now, aren't they? And I see this elevator's opened now. So maybe this will be the way to the supplies that our spy wants us to get for him, to procure for him, I suppose you could say, baby dolls. Let's see what goodies are in the drawers for us. Pistol ammo, armor piercing variety. Not bad, better than nothing. To this, I don't think I've actually used armor piercing ammo with our pistol yet, have I? Maybe I should try it on the body armor of the next guards we fight. So now we're in here, this room with a G on it. Makes me wonder why this room above the ovomorph lab would, or under the ovomorph lab would have a G letter on it. But then again, with how Ovomorph Labs will have alien eggs in them, maybe, it makes sense now to think that maybe this logo is an alien egg, maybe, with how it opens on top as well. Yes, things are getting even more interesting now I'm learning the symbols. I'm an intelligent type, aren't I, eh, baby dolls? Other than that, though, I'm not seeing any particularly different symbols. So let's be going then. Oh, more security monitors. Yes, I'm guessing this must be a guard office then, with all these security monitors. That must be what the G stands for. Learning more and more all the time, aren't I? So let's see what's in these drawers, eh? Anything of intrigue for me on my travels? Another note, that's what. They're everywhere. The law's everywhere on this floor, isn't it? Date: October the 3rd, 2230 Braebury. 2230 Braebury. 2 General Rykov Braebury. From Dr. Eisenberg Braebury. Scientist voice time. I understand that we have lost relics from the Zeta site, Braebury. It is one thing for us to misplace our artifacts, Braebury. These are valuable, of course, but they are outside of my focus, Braebury. I hope you understand that this does not apply to our specimen containment, Braebury. Our arrangements will become very strained if I discover specimens have gone missing as well, Braebury. Well, now it'd seem like Rykov's getting up to his old tricks of procuring bonuses for himself while on his missions, wasn't it? Now let's read the computer entry. I wonder if this was Rykov's office then, without a security office, obviously. And now it's within relatively close proximity of the locker room for the mercenaries and also the quarters for the mercenaries. Be interesting to think of this having been his office anyway. And now we're here enjoying its supplies. It makes sense though when you think well, you'll see why it makes sense for Rykov's office to be situated potentially above the lab where the predator was being implanted, with a chest burster. Missing persons report, Braebury. Archaeological expedition number 425, Braebury. 425, Braebury, which sure is a lot, Braebury. Unexpected xenomorph activity, Braebury. They aren't usually active during the day, Braebury. Yeah, I remember what Newt said in the Aliens film. They come at night, mostly anyway, something along those lines. Distress call received at 3:15 p.m. Dropship security arrived 8 minutes later. Bray. 2 synthetics recovered. Bray. Alison Walker, Technician Class 1. Peter Graves, Technician Class 2. And Dr. Post, Research Leader, were not found. Bray. Well, now that has quite some repercussions to go with it, that note, doesn't it? After all, we've been hearing about that Dr. Post in some other messages, haven't we? Like maybe he was getting involved with people who were starting to ask too many questions in regards to the work happening in this place, and who knows, maybe the powers that be here arranged a disappearance for him. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Just wanted to check if I could do that, though. Oh, does something similar happen with this one, I wonder? No, I'm starting to feel like a horse racing commentator when I'm talking fast, by the way. So yes, I'll be able to look into all these monitors, won't I? Although because there's so many of them, I don't think I'll look into all of them several times. Whoa! I'm about to be ambushed. Unless that voice was coming from the security camera feed. Maybe. Let's watch again. Is that the same as this other one? No, slightly different. Let's look at the others. That could be the same as this other one, though. No, not quite. Wonder where that is. This place is like a maze after all, pretty much, isn't it? Yeah, these camera feeds are awful similar to one another, aren't they? Okay then. Guess it's time to press on now. That we're done ransacking, possibly, Rykov's personal security office. A most satisfying experience, if I do say so myself, baby dolls. And now let's head on down, or up this elevator, what do you say, like we were supposed to? All along. Seems very Half-Life like, this elevator, doesn't it? Twisting and turning as we head on down. Kind of Red Faction-like as well, I think. To an extent, anyway. Are they doctors or guards or what's down there, I wonder? Might pay to be stealthy for the moment, at least.
The disc is on the table. Pick it up.
In good time, friend. After all, there might be an ambush happening when I pick it up. Can't believe this part of the game has stretched on for so long. I know it's at least... What was that knocking?
Come on! Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
Oh, that's a scientist. Another twisty-turny elevator.
No.
That's one of them, but I want both of them accounted for. There's the other one. So this does look like the same, I think it'll be the same office that, the same lab that the Predator was in, except now he's gone. Conspicuously absent from his pod. But the other scientist down there is just is working like normal, not seeming to care in the slightest about his friend down here panicking away. Oh, now he's panicking too, scared that he's seen me. So now, I do think there's nothing left for us to do but collect the package that our friend wants us to procure for him. So by all means, let's do that. What do you say? I'll just check these corridors and computer stations first, and then we'll do it. Because I'm thinking there'll possibly be an ambush happening when I collect it for him. Security system bypassed. I wonder if that's a reference to my handiwork as I've been progressing through this pod. That's it, I think. Oh no, that's it, but this is law we can read. There's been a ton of these messages on this floor, in this section of the game, hasn't there? Implants accident investigation 542, baby. Dr. Sharp presiding, baby. On the morning of October 4th, Dr. Bethany Clements failed to properly initialize the safeguard override system, baby. As a result, a single stage 1 xenomorph escaped into the general implantation area, baby. That doesn't sound good. Dr. Clements reacted to the warning klaxon too slowly, baby. She is currently in cold sleep. However, we cannot fully arrest the xenomorph life cycle, baby. Her family has been notified, baby. Oh, that's not good at all, is it? But given how she sounded like she was digging around, asking too many questions about the scientific process of this place and its researchers, it makes you wonder if someone, did her in to stop her from asking too many questions, doesn't it? Yes, these are very suspicious circumstances indeed, baby dolls. Like maybe an accident was arranged for her or something. I'm playing this like I'm Sherlock Holmes rather than an escaping marine prisoner from this highly dubious workplace, aren't I? Don't think this twisty-turny elevator can be used. Okay then, let's be going. I'll collect the package and brace for the ambush.
Now meet me near the exit lift. Once we make the trade, I'll help you find your friends.
I should have checked this little area before. Are these predator slash marks on these computers, maybe? Or maybe the predator escaping was getting a bit angry. Can't seem to find anything in there. And this elevator or doorway, whatever, is locked. Wonder if we can break these panels to see if there's, you know, anything blocking, see if there's anything in the drawers. Starting to get a bit hot under my blanket as well, after having played for so long. Look how this ceiling section here is exposed, by the way. I wonder if the Predator managed to arrange a kind of impromptu escape route for himself through the ceiling. Or if, scarier still, if there's been a xenomorph or facehugger lurking in this area. If so, I don't really want to stay here. Fine then, time to get out of here and see if we can meet our mysterious spy. And conclude our dealings with him. Well, whoever it is. I think there's going to be an ambush here. Yes. Oh! Alright. Oh, my mouse didn't turn quite enough. Oh! Reload! There we go. Well, I lost a lot of health to that ambush, didn't I? I should have had my flamethrower out, shouldn't I? Still, at least we won. So I can still feel like something of an elite. The dead body is going to disappear or what, so I won't have to chop them up. Look at how they're breaking into little bits and pieces as they break up too. Oh, there's more of them. That was quite the epic death scream. Might have used a bit too much flamethrower fuel than I really needed to there, without I was close to dying and I was a bit nervous. Be quite terrible of a die after playing for so long in this one section without advancing beyond it. Having to start from the beginning again, wouldn't it? So now to find our elevator. Before we do though, I want to see if I can destroy this monitor here, since it's an actual working one. Guess not. I suppose the working ones are considered too useful by the game to be destructible. Now let's get our tried and tested weapon out as we proceed, to hopefully minimize our chances of dying. Anyone here? No? Let's see if we can get to that elevator then, that we're supposed to be going to. Hope there's not more reinforcements out and about. After all, guards are known to regularly respawn in the canteen, aren't they? Careful now. Doesn't seem like there are any though, as luck would have it. Why did I have to leave these side doors open though? Still, maybe I can make it to the locker room and get the health that's in that locker. Heal ourselves at least a bit with what's remaining of it. Back to half health anyway. Thought I saw orange legs out here, but guess not. Now back to the canteen so we can find our elevator, I think. Now where could it be? You can get lost in this place really easy, can't you? Maybe out here. Or up here.
Alright, looks like the elevators are back online. Hurry!
Yes, sir. Guess I should have tried to take him out quietly, shouldn't I? I just panicked, you see. So this is it. Wonder if this is where we started. Oh, I'm not stuck, am I? No, there's a relief. I'll try going back here anyway. Yeah, forget it. I'm not gonna explore anymore, I don't think. Let's just take the elevator and get out of here to the next section of the game. Presumably, anyway. Oh, we've got to press it ourselves, haven't we? Wonder if we'll be I can imagine we'll be heading downward, to be honest. With how high up we are, after all. Close to the ceiling, presumably, of this pod. And that scientist in there, still terrified. I must be an incredibly formidable man, mustn't I, for him to be still terrified after Dad's brief little encounter with me. Let's head off this floor and head downward. Down into the T door. Oh, they broke my elevator.
Lock down the elevators. Can you hack that panel?
Yes, sir. Can the door be opened? No. I thought this would be the end of the section, to be honest. So now we've got to crawl out an event to... We'll crawl out of the elevator and into an event.
Something's wrong. You've got to get out of there.
On my way. Hope it's nothing too bad. I think this is the loading screen. Oh no, not a loading screen. Seems to go on and on forever, this particular level, doesn't it? Ah, now it is. How did we end up here? Maybe we crawled out of the vent and now we're in this little waiting room or maintenance room, whatever. Well, it's time for us to end our video, which is already way too long, probably. I shudder to think how long it's gonna have been. 2 hours and 15 minutes. Let's hope it hasn't lagged at all with how it's been so long. So until next time, baby dolls, see you. And hopefully you enjoyed my longest ever video. So bye, Sonny Jim.